three missing Montgomery College students continues in Frederick County.
And I got to play with your wand. It was great.
Definitely fun.
Keep going.
Really? SSRI means that? So it's a medical term.
Yeah, it's like depression medicine, basically.
Oh, that's a downer. All right. So, welcome to a new episode of Footage Foreplay. Episode 100. Ain't that great? Woo! Yes, girl. We celebrating being on camera.
Dude, it's a party.
Period. We did not. Okay, it's all stars. So we had 100 episodes of you listen to us talk shit, girl. This has been fun, and I'm excited to get into this 100th episode. I think there's gonna be a lot of shenanigans. So let's get started. So Oksana, how you doing, girl? You've been quiet before our little partake in this episode.
I'm good. I spent all
You
morning.
say that like Oksana's not always quiet.
No, she not always quiet, bitch. She be talking. You see, you cut her off.
Doing something I never imagined that I would, and making stop signs out of paper.
How did you do that, by the
Cliff.
way? Because y'all sent me the picture. He was so happy for his little stop sign.
That was like the 6th one, I think. So, and that's the one I attempted to actually add one of those shitty paper straws. I found a good use for it. It was the
Nice.
stick that it stood on.
Yeah.
I folded a piece of paper in half and just trimmed until I got like a close enough even octagon, and then I colored it in.
Yeah.
It was me doing crafts, and Cliff was not doing any of them. He was just messing with the tape.
I was gonna ask if you let him stencil out the stop part, or is that just you wrote that?
I would, but the only thing the only drawing he's done so far is he'll grab the pencil and just go back and forth on the table, paper, any surface that he's touching at the time. So
yeah,
we're not there yet, but we will get there.
It looked good though. What other signs you gonna make next? Yield, stop. You did go.
He loves all the traffic signs. He loves the stop sign coming up sign.
Oh, okay, so that's the next one.
It's confusing.
He's a strange.
Spoiler alert.
Child.
Ellie's 8, and you will still be doing crafts by yourself when they're 8. So
he's more interested in running laps, self-imposed laps back and forth all over the house.
You got the energy.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Forever, endlessly.
I do that before we record.
Okay. All right. So before we keep going, we're celebrating a lot today. It's also Russell Mama's birthday. Lori, shout out to Lori, listener of the show.
Happy birthday. Happy anniversary of birth.
Yes, happy birthday to her. I want to make sure we said that and plug that up in there.
Also, fun fact, it's also her 100th year anniversary.
Oh, with Sean?
Dude, I almost spit my fucking coffee out right there.
You be shady. She ain't that old. Well, I mean, she's a witch. She could be.
You caught me.
Anyways, Oksana, anything else you got going on besides that?
I almost fell down the stairs earlier this week.
On Cliff's toys?
By almost,
or what?
she means she did.
My heel slipped off the step and I landed completely on, well, not even flat on my butt, on like the side on my lower back. You got a big booty,
girl, so you got some cushion. But girl, why are you taking tumbles?
She's crafting so hard it's got her equilibrium all fucked up.
That's
dude.
why she was quiet, because she done took a tumble. Her ass hurt. Girl, are you okay?
Well, it's my back. Now I feel super old.
Girl, you almost made me choke up my coffee. Oh my God.
So, yeah,
Russell
any
didn't
back
help
pain,
you?
I feel like. I always remember that now.
Well, you know what? When I was on the phone with Terrell today, planning this huge 100th episode celebration, he told me that there is a Blu-ray Steelbook box set for Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, yeah, shifting
which
gears.
made me think about Oksana might be the biggest fan.
Oh, yeah.
Because of...
If I part my hair in the middle, I have my own little Nancy streak. It's gray all the way down.
And I remember I told you on Halloween you got to be Heather Langenkamp in New Nightmare. So that'll be perfect.
And then Cliff can be Freddy Krueger.
Or he could be Dylan, the son in that movie. Dylan. You know, you wear the little pajamas and go, like that. Like, girl, it's perfect.
Yeah, and then Russell can be Freddy.
Anyways,
I ain't gonna be no fat
Freddy. Hey, I was Team Freddy. It actually might work.
Yeah, and then you could be Jason, Terrell.
No, I like my leather face. I think it fits me better. But anyways, I get it.
Terrell will be the one who's sleeping. You can haunt his dreams.
Okay, I don't know why that felt mean.
Back to Oksana's tumble. Girl, I just hope you okay. I can't believe you took a tumble like that, and Russell didn't even help you.
What? I don't know if you realized it.
I did. I heard a crash, and I'm like, "What the fuck was that?" I didn't know it was her tumbling down the stairs.
God.
I'm not usually that clumsy, so it was just kind of like a shock for me too.
I bet you were in shock taking that tumble. But yeah, the Nightmare on Elm Street box is awesome. It's an Amazon exclusive. It's all the Freddy films in 4K Ultra HD, and it comes in a cool slip box, and they're all steel books. It's $160 on Amazon. You can pre-order now. I would do that if y'all are interested. Like I was, I pre-ordered right away. They don't charge your card until it ships, and there's no release date yet. So if y'all want to secure it and cancel later if y'all don't want it, then I would do that now. Period. But yeah, thanks for reminding me, Russell, on that one. Let's move to Evan. You've been cutting people off. It's the 100th episode. Everyone's used to this, but how are you doing?
Yeah, I had to celebrate, in proper fashion. I've been doing good. I escaped from Tarkov, just had a wipe, and I haven't played in a few weeks, so I fired that shit up. Yeah, Escape from Tarkov. It's a first-person shooter.
Oh. ETV, got it. Okay.
It's like a super realistic military sim type game made by Russians. And it's tight. They just did a wipe, so everything was reset, all the values of the market and everything, and all the loot. So I've been fucking with that a little bit before we played today, or before we recorded today.
Oh, I thought you were still asleep, because you be sleep too. Talking about me sleep, bitch. You stay sleep.
No, I just didn't know. I was just kind of waiting on a green light to record. So I was like, I'll try this fucking Tarkov wipeout. And I'll have I did extremely well in my first 2 raids that I did of this new wipe today before we started. And I'm real proud of it. I'm real happy with how that's coming along.
Okay, cool.
Congratulations, dude.
All right. So nothing interesting then. Got it. All right. So Russell, how you doing, girl?
What's up? Hey, Terrell, you didn't start it off this week, right?
What?
I got a little news segment to do, so I want to go last.
You can go last. I don't have nothing to say. I didn't do shit. What did I do this time? What did I do this week? Yeah, I didn't do nothing.
So nothing interesting.
That's why I didn't say anything. That's why I opened my mouth. You did. You spilled it. I had nothing interesting, so I kept my mouth shut. My interesting shit is on my review, so stay tuned. Back to Russell. What you got for the news?
Oh my god, this is great. I have to say, for the 100th episode, we got ourselves a present, right? And that's Terrell on camera, and I'm having so much fun getting to see your face and how disappointed you are with Evan now.
I usually have my camera off, so y'all don't see none of this. I just be listening.
I know, and I'm just saying, I really enjoy it, and I like it. And depending on how this goes today, we may bring video to the Tuesday episode too, and throw that up on YouTube and be available on Spotify. No promises. You'll know when this is up and if there's video. If there isn't, well, Also, I just want to address the elephant in the room. It's a big one for us. 100th episode. So, of course, we have a representative from the dark web here. They're not going to talk or anything, so don't worry. But they are in the room monitoring us, and I have to say it is making me a little uneasy.
Why?
So, remember, everybody, I'm just worried, dude. I don't like the
Welcome
internet.
Welcome to my world, dude. There's a drummer in here all the time.
Yeah, well, you know him.
I mean, he doesn't talk. We might interact. He kind of nods back at me and shit, but he doesn't speak.
He literally points a gun at you, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, but there's no words. It's an action.
The words are what really scare you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, now that we've got that out of the way, I have something to bring, and it is my soundboard is dead. Hold on. It is. It's our breaking news segment. Are you guys excited? I don't know why I wanted to do this, but something
that was
incredible
really
happened.
I thought I was excited. That was an uneventful clip.
Oh my god. Okay, so just so you all know.
That was the funniest thing that I've heard ever. I can't believe you said that. It was just a musical thing.
Just so you all know. to get ready for the show.
It was kind of mid. It was like, it didn't even make an impact.
No, that's the stinger. What are you talking about?
There was no impact from that girl. It was a lot of lead up to girl. It show was like, oh, it's not working. And then it comes on. I'm like, oh, that's what we waited for? Okay. All right.
Well, no, that was the stinger. God damn it. You know, here's the problem. We have a producer on this show. His name is Evan. And, you know, I can't get any musical stingers out of him that doesn't have his voice playing over the music. So can you all... Okay, yeah, I do like that one better. All right. You know what? Let's just edit all that out. All right, Here we go. We got news this week. Evan, now... Oh my God.
Okay. This is
drummer
crazy.
Okay, drummer, go ahead. Can you cock the gun? Remind Evan that he's working today. Okay. We have OnlyFoundFootageFans representative in the building.
I think y'all crazy.
Be better. Okay, Evan? No, this week, you know, it's 100th episode, and I keep wanting to say anniversary. So what better than to bring up a topic that came up about 3 weeks ago? Immediately after we recorded, Terrell had obligations and we had tight outs, so I just couldn't bring it up. And I remember today, and I'm like, what better way to derail our 100th episode than to share something that I honestly think is very interesting. We talked about Megan 2.0 on this show, and we're fans. Terrell loved it. I liked it. I wanted to love it. And then the audience just didn't show up. And immediately after the movie came out, I believe 3 days after, Jason Blum went on a podcast called The Town with Matthew Bellany. And it's kind of like an inside Hollywood town. Like, it's like, oh, LA, we're going to talk production and money and numbers. And it's kind of like, you know, stuff that Terrell would probably never listen to. But Jason Blum showed up to talk about why he thought Megan didn't work. And I had to share this. It's so interesting. So Jason basically sums it up. He thinks they did 3 things wrong. And I know that stinger got everybody excited. But here, let's hear from the man himself who runs Blumhouse. So here's his number one reason why it didn't work.
The first part is we decided to genre swap.
So everybody kind of agreed, I think, except for me. I was excited for action, sci-fi. Like, I didn't need horror. I'm on board with Megan. Here we go. Reason number 2.
So the second thing is we thought she could live in the summer.
Well, you did that with The Purge, though. It kind of worked for The Purge, right?
It's worked, but that was pre-COVID. You know, it's a different market.
So that voice in there was Matt, and he was bringing up how The Purge moved from being an indie horror movie earlier into like a summer market, and it still worked. And you heard Jason, and I just want to mention, I've gotten the critique on this show that we are brutally honest in a way that is very weird for being, I'm going to air quote right now, insider, because, you know, we do a film fest. We work with a lot of filmmakers, yet we kind of have no filter, and we don't put up like an industry fake for anything, which is kind of funny considering we cover movies that are all a lie. They're all pretending to be real, offering up an alternate reality. And I just appreciate that Jason Blum came out and was like, hey, this movie ain't working. Let me talk about it. Here's his third one. This one's a little bit longer, so bear with me.
The third thing is Gerard is a terrific director, and I could point to exactly what happened there, which is on the first Megan, Gerard is someone who can solve almost anything you throw at him, but needs time. And he's just one of those directors that needs a lot of time. And on the first Megan, he had all the time in the world. I don't think we even had a release date until the movie got finished. And on this, again, we got over our skis too far. Summer movie, change the genre, set the date, you know, and we got too excited. We got too excited by Megan, and, you know, she didn't work. So that's what happened. So that's the story of Megan.
What do you think, Terrell? Does any of that ring true for you?
No, none of that ring true for me. I just think what happened was it didn't make the money that it wanted to make, so he came up with the reasoning as to why. But I thought that movie was fun. I thought it was fantastic. Megan was great. All the Megan moments are great. Yeah, maybe it got a little bit too talky in some parts, and they were trying to tell a story, and the scares of AI and all that good stuff. But it was fun. They had this big lead up to the final battle, which could have been more eventful, I guess. But none of that had anything to do with her going from horror to action. And it was funny. I was up there laughing. I watched it twice and I enjoyed it both times thoroughly. Very well.
So I recommend listening to that whole episode. He talks a lot more about it, but again, he's not saying that he thinks he made a bad movie. He's just saying, like, why didn't people come out? And in the episode, they actually talk about how it got a better critical review than the first Megan. Like, people think it's a better movie.
He said that the movie
overall
didn't work, is what he said. So in his
mind,
well,
for audiences,
if he just went with the horror, he thinks he would have made more money, I guess.
Well, it's kind of everything, just like changing it too much. And here his final summary on it.
We all thought Megan was like Superman. We could do anything to her. We could change genres. We could put her in the summer. We could make her look different. We could turn her from a bad guy into a good guy. And we kind of classically overthought how powerful people's engagement was really with her.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard Jason Blum talk.
Me neither.
Before,
he sounds weird.
But he sounds fucked up. He sounds like Ben Shapiro.
That's my takeaway.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
He sounds weird.
So actually, it's funny because a lot of like production that goes into podcasting and stuff, like you're not hearing any of our voices directly. It's running through something, and you can play with levels. You could turn, like, a lot of people turn the low end.
You're trying to
up
say
so
his voice sound different?
Oh, dude, it does, because I was right there with all of you when I first. I'm like, what is he, a fucking goofy character?
Then when he invited you over and you heard him talk in person, you were like, oh, he doesn't sound like that.
I'm like, we got to clear something up. I called him up on the phone. No, actually, a fun fact. The only one here to ever reach out to Jason Blum is actually Evan. And I remember he was banking on it for a little bit. It was a good joke we had going.
What a rat bastard, never emailing me back, dude.
I know. That is not a joke.
So you agree with this? I don't know. I think I like that they genre shifted. I think they went outside the box. Not everything is about money, but I guess it is. So,
well, I mean, in that podcast, he talks about how Blumhouse, he owns it. It's private. It's not a public company. So it's not like he has to like keep turning over quarterly rates for all the investors. It's like, no, I mean, it's my money. And I just thought I really appreciate him coming out and just being kind of honest with why it didn't work in the box office. But again, my opinion is if it doesn't work in the box office, it doesn't mean shit. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, it's a shit movie because it didn't make money. I'm like, did it entertain me? That's all.
But that's the way they look at it as. It's not good because it didn't make money.
Yeah, well, we kind of look at it like that too with the film fest because everybody puts so much work into it. You're like, it'd be cool if we could at least turn a profit and not like dig a financial hole, which we've done about 80%
I do think
of
on the other side of that
fest.
coin, if they did put out a horror movie and it wasn't up to par to what people wanted, they still would have complained, and word of mouth, they still wouldn't have went to go watch it. So I don't know.
Well, it's
part of this, y'all, too, is in being big physical media people, like y'all know that shit's going away, like, or, way, less prominent than it once was. Like, they don't make the money they used to make on DVD and Blu-ray. And like that, unfortunately, leads to the situation where like the box office for these big studio movies has to be good or they just won't do another because that's the end of their money. Yeah. Because streaming pays fuck all, and the way it's all set up is so backwards and shit.
And did that interview even bring up that the fact that it's PG-13 and maybe if it was rated R, maybe it would have been more heads coming in? Because a lot of people were like, oh, it's PG-13. It's not going to be anything spectacular. Oh, even if it's an action movie, it's not going to have anything because it wasn't rated R. Did they mention that?
That's
definitely creates, point.
I don't think they did.
Well,
I think he left that out, and I think you're 100% right.
Yep.
That is a big deal.
That might be part of the like genre switch, since like our action movies usually like rated R.
A lot of them are.
They go hard. They are.
The ones that make money. Yeah.
Yeah. The ones we want to watch. Mm-hmm. What was that one? Very Sisu. Remember that?
That was an amazing film.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Great movie. Great. Fives across the board.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Even the good like direct to video action movies are all R-rated for sure.
Yeah. So I just wanted to bring that up. I thought it was incredible that he did it, and I love that kind of transparency. Also, I thought it would be funny just to open up 100th episode of a show called Footage Foreplay talking about like Megan 2.0, which I mean, honestly, I do think we need to change the intro or like the description of the show.
Oh my God.
Oh shit! Was that Megan? She tapped in here. She's trying to turn us on each other. Anyway, I'm done with that. 3, 2, 1, Terrell, go! It's time for the OnlyFoundFootageFans commercial, brought to you by Terrell.
Oh my god, they put me in a spot. I always forget. So I guess the passcode is still the same. Foreplay. Go check out OnlyFoundFootageFans website and get some exclusive shit. Some in-world camera. Some he has some crazy shit on there. Some rare stuff. Some stuff that you can only get on the site. And yeah, go spend some coins, get a little discount, and check out OnlyFoundFootageFans.com.
Good job, dude. You're so professional.
Period.
Now, the last thing I want to mention, the most important thing. In a new segment I'm going to call Fast Footage.
What are you doing bringing all this weird shit?
No.
I was going to
write
everybody camera. I always learn about the shit on the show. They don't tell me shit.
I'm making it up right now, baby. The thing is, I remembered. So I wanted to write down fast food, and I wrote down fast footage, and I'm like, that should be a thing. And then I'm like, it'd be fun if I randomly hit a stinger, and of course I hit fucking Goosebumps, which makes no sense at all. So here we go. Do a different one. Yeah, that didn't help. So Terrell, I don't know. You didn't tell me about this. Normally you're up on your fast food menu items, but I had the Wendy's Fuego meal. I'm
sure you did.
Have you had that?
No. Wait, is it the Takis one?
It's Takis,
yeah,
dude.
No, I didn't try it. Is it good?
It's
I had the stupid snack wrap, and bitch, that snack wrap shit is not the same as 2006 when I used to work there when they had the chicken selects. Those were good chicken strips, and they were good in the snack wraps. They re-released them this past a couple days ago on Thursday, and girl, that shit don't taste good. It's dry, and the ranch one was nasty. And there's hella TikToks, girl. Go watch TikToks. People are taking a bite, spitting it out, and throwing it out the window. It's crazy. I couldn't believe they brought the shit back.
Yeah, well, dude, the Fuego. Of course.
The Fuego I want to hear about the Fuego meal.
Takis are kind of whack anyway.
Yeah, I don't like those. They disgusting.
By
Oh my god, it caught me off guard so bad. Y'all know what that music means. It's time for the coffee table, a segment where a sponsor, OnlyFoundFootageFans, who's in the room, creates a complicated game that results in watching and reviewing an in-world camera movie. Last week, we watched Found Footage, the making of the Patterson Project. A group of oh my god, take two. A crew of documentarians chronicle an amateur filmmaker's quest to make the world's greatest found footage horror film. All right, who wants to kick this off?
Not me.
Okay, well, Terrell, you want to?
Sure,
no?
That's fine. I mean, let's see. Found footage. So this movie opens up. I don't know what this is about. I just saw a picture of a man walking in those Bigfoot, and it's supposed to be like some documentary or something, right? And the film takes a little shift. They all make it. Basically, it's him trying to make a movie.
Well, hold on.
He wants to make.
Is this movie available now?
It's on VOD.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's on.
I didn't know if we could go spoiler if there was an NDA or something. Cool.
Well, we would have to, because this is your movie.
I know.
So this movie here, he wanted to make a found footage movie. He was like, oh, why found footage? And he's like, this is why. He goes down like, oh, this footage was found, all that good stuff. And then it goes into him trying to make a Bigfoot movie. He's trying to get people to audition to be Bigfoot. There's this one guy that walked like him. So he's like, oh, let's book this man. And I guess it's from some project. I guess, was this based on a true thing? He wanted to tell a story about the Bigfoot. I don't know. Basically, they go film. He gets all these actors to go to this place to start filming, and then they go into this thing and they accidentally release a demonic presence with flowers, leaves or feathers, and they start getting possession and turns into Evil Dead, and that's what we get. That's what this is. It's found footage, and then turns into Evil Dead, and it's supposed to be a Bigfoot movie, and more people should have died. That's the movie.
So what's your review?
3 stars. And I do think this is for you because you love Bigfoot, girl. You like everything Bigfoot, and I don't like Bigfoot. And you like Evil Dead. So I think this movie was like your favorite thing in the world.
I won't contest what you're saying, and I think you're right. I was pretty pumped to watch this movie because I thought it was going to be a faux doc about them making the Patterson tape.
But they did.
Me too.
But it changed.
But I actually liked what they did more.
Oh, you go ahead, Evan.
Okay, so up front, I haven't finished this.
What? We gave you a whole extra day.
It had limited views.
It had 2 extra views when I watched it.
Yeah, and it had 1 when I went to go watch it yesterday, and I stopped it because we got in a call together, and then when I went to go back and finish it, it wouldn't let me. So I didn't finish it, but I got pretty far into it. And I actually liked it overall, what I was watching. I mean, there's a lot of, like, we've talked about on this show before how with the Christopher Guest type stuff, you get a lot of cringe jokes that are kind of throwaway and don't really work. But I think there is some of that here, but there's also a lot of clever sort of meta writing in terms of like how they depict indie and found footage filmmakers in this. And there's some really good comedic timing, I think, with some of the stuff and good jabs at the types of characters or people who are always going to like take the industry by storm with like some basic ass idea and their lack of talent. And I don't know, it's just fucking,
what about the fat bitch who cheated on her man with an Asian? She dumped him on set. She was whiny as hell. How did I forget that? And then she rode the Asian dick. Y'all remember this? It just popped in my head.
That's the girl who was straight and nipped the fuck up in the auditions, right?
I don't remember.
Who did that?
You didn't watch the movie. Russell, help me out here.
I didn't finish. Yeah, I don't know if that was that girl.
It was the director's girlfriend.
Yeah, I didn't like her. She was whining the whole fucking movie. And then the director looked weird. He looked like Squidward with a red mustache. It was so strange. I just kept looking at his long neck and his mustache and them glasses. Yes, he did. Look at him.
Squidward with the mustache is wild.
That's what he looked like.
Yeah, so when I came in, I was pretty pumped because I thought this was going to be a movie about making the iconic footage that put Bigfoot on the map. And immediately I was like confused. I was just like,
because the lead guy looks like he's from the 70s.
Yeah, he lived under a pineapple under the sea. I know.
Right?
Yeah. So when I found out what it was, I was immediately like, wait, we're just making a Bigfoot movie? Like, I don't get it. And then, Evan, you took the words out of my mouth. It is a literal diminishing returns of Christopher Guest moment. We're like, oh, we're doing the Office thing again. Like, it's like the quirky kind of Office dynamic of making a movie, which, hey, cinematography, everything is fine. I think it all looks good. They technically did it. It's just not the type of movie I like. It's not my personal...
like Evil Dead.
Yeah, but this ain't Evil Dead. I know what you mean, and I really appreciate the genre turn at the end.
Yeah, is that why you brought up the Megan genre shit because of this movie?
I figured. See, and I haven't made it to that, and I feel like that's gonna make me like it less.
Well, you didn't even watch it, so your shit's null. So, continue, Russell and Oksana.
Evan, I think you'll appreciate it because it is very honest in its portrayal, and it does it actually does something a little bit interesting at the end too, other than like the Evil Dead turn. But the comedy was always there. This is one of those movies where I'm like, it's not a horror comedy. This is a comedy horror. It is very comedy forward.
It felt authentic at the beginning, even just in the depiction of this guy when they're like showing his room and he's got the Dark Knight knife and the fucking bag from American Beauty. And it's like, that's this guy exists. Like, we've met him.
Yeah. I also don't like it when movies make fun of me to my face. For me, I think I'm going to give it a 3. So yeah, I don't know who it's for. I would honestly think it's Evan.
Why? Because it's comedy. And it's a
documentary.
I'm still keeping my answer. It's you. So what about you?
Evan, what would you give it? I know you haven't finished it, but where are you at right now?
I mean, I'm at like a 3.5 probably. I like it so far.
Cool. Well, you got to finish it and come back.
Yeah, I will.
Also,
and
sorry, just while we're on that note, I did finish Fresh Hell. And
nice.
Y'all remember I was like hyped, like where I stopped. Oh my God, it's fucking... It's almost like you're like on a roller coaster and you get up to the peak and then it's not as deep as you thought it was.
And they have to stop the ride and bring you down.
Dude, like what they chose to do in that was such a bummer. And by the time that it flipped like into a hybrid film, I was just like, why am I even watching it? And I know they were trying to have a nuanced kind of political take, like left, right. Well, maybe there's like an external entity or something. I'm like, you lost me already. And you had something cool there. They should have just had that fucking edgelord torment all of them in one day instead of just like representing trauma. Anyway, I know that was like last week, but I finished it and I agree with all of you. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. On the to cap off Patterson Project, also there's a quote from the movie where the guy says, "I don't like to say producer because it makes me feel above everyone," and I just want to say I feel the same way. I don't like to call myself a producer because it makes me feel above everyone.
Well, you like that. So, Oksana, well, you watched it and you liked it a little bit more than us. You want to talk about it a little bit?
I do, because I was expecting like no horror.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the whole thing would be like dumb jokes, I don't know, fart jokes maybe. I'm not really sure, because I was expecting it to be like also, a period piece or something, making the actual like staging the Patterson Gimlin footage. So I was surprised that they were like making a horror movie, and I did like some of the I don't know if you'd call them jabs at, but like how the camera work happened. That part I liked. I think I might have laughed a couple times too. It was like 2 weeks ago that we watched it now, but it was more fun than I thought it would be. I thought the whole thing would be like eye rolling, like bad jokes, and it wasn't. So yeah, I did.
It was kind of like drinking lemonade,
huh?
It was kind of like drinking lemonade, but it wasn't really the fruit you wanted. It was sweet and tart, but ultimately not entirely fulfilling, and kind of left you unquenched.
Okay, so let's get to the answers.
That's a quote from the movie.
Oh wait, Evan, who do you think this is for?
That.
Because I don't know what you're doing right now. What would you?
I think it was probably for me.
Okay.
And I also don't know. There's a guy in the movie who he says he has a sty that he like lets get to what they call a substantial level, and I just don't understand how. Just a personal note: how do you not take care of that before it gets to that point? Scratch the shit off. Get your shit together.
Okay.
But it was for me.
Saying something about it, but I don't remember seeing it.
All right, so we got Evan thinks it's for Evan, Russell thinks it's for Evan, and I think it's for Russell. We all gave it 3 stars. Evan gave it 3.5. So Oksana, you up?
Oksana, who was this for?
Found footage was for everyone.
Ew. I don't like that answer. That's horrible.
Because found footage is what brings us all together.
What?
That's weak. I'm sorry. So we all got it wrong, right? So, girl, you got to pick the next one.
Which unlocks the secret 4th option this week. So this week...
It's the 100th episode. We got all the shenanigans, girl.
We all got it right, technically.
Hey, can you all get pumped? It's the fucking secret 4th option.
Let's go!
Oh my God.
This week, you have 4 clues available, but the 4th can only be picked by Oksana if you give her the option or you fail to keep your vote somehow. For Oksana to choose, you must all unanimously decide to give her the option, blah, blah, or you all guessed wrong, which you all did. So, So number 1.
This is
Evan
a trick.
loves being bodied by a ghost.
That's true.
2. Terrell always throws shade their direction.
That's true.
3.
Period. Yes.
Russell,
what do I do? I dare you to say it.
We'll get sentimental for the familiar.
Oh,
that's it? That's boring. Give him a better one.
He called me a goddamn woman.
Oksana, if she doesn't fall asleep during.
Wow. Okay. I guess he called out everybody.
Right.
Clocked.
Clarify, I don't like being bodied by women ghosts.
Well, you know what they say.
Women can get wet too.
Hey, I know.
Even post-mortem. What an uncomfortable laugh from you.
Man, I don't know. I'm going to go with... I'm going to pick number 4.
Okay.
Oh, a way to pull an Evan
I was going to say, I don't want to pull an Evan, but...
She's going to pick her own.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Evans, sit down.
You're on the star.
So we're going to be watching She Walks the Woods.
Oh no.
Okay. I've
what
heard
is
of this.
that?
It's on Prime.
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to look it up.
She Walks the Woods.
Probably gonna hate this, so.
Well, if
You probably won't even watch
awake,
it.
over 1,600 people have vanished in our national forest.
Oh, I
Now,
already
a team
watched
of adventurers
this.
is about to find out why. And Terrell says,
Let's go!
You already seen it?
I think I did.
Well, then you get a free week, Terrell.
Finally.
so Terrell wins. All right.
Yeah, I think I've seen this. It ain't good. It's on Tubi too. I think that's where I watched it.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I think I posted
Tubi.
it and everything, girl. Okay. All right. So She Walk in the Woods, bitch. Well, guess we'll see y'all next week on that one. And I guess we're running into Evan's Shark Week.
Yeah, you know what time it is, y'all. It's Summer Shark Month. Hell
Ooh,
yeah.
I hate
And this
that.
week the movies were much better. So I've got a foreign double feature. So we've got one from China and one from Japan.
Oh, these are
foreign.
Chinese movies you sent me?
One's Chinese and one's Japanese.
Oh,
yeah.
you
So I'll start with the Chinese one first.
Depths.
Keep the investors happy. And this one's called Shark Evil from 2023, directed by Chen Huangxiang.
Ooh,
And
is it racist?
Is that a real name?
Press the button.
That's his name. I swear.
Is it racist?
The way he said it.
Oh my God.
The description reads, a group of poachers provoke the fury of a great white shark. After killing the poachers, the shark sets its sight on a group of friends celebrating their university graduation on a yacht. A life and death struggle on the open water ensues. It's everything it says on the tin, really. It starts with these shark fishermen, these poachers who are like catching this shark, and they do catch one. And they got it like hanging on the boat, and then fucking granddaddy shark comes swimming up, a bigger one, who's got like a net and some trash hooked to him. The shark constantly in this movie has something hooked to him in the movie. And so they're like trying to catch this fucking big man shark, and it goes haywire, right? And one of the guys accidentally backs into the one that's hanging up, and he grabs him by the head, and then he's got a harpoon in his hand, and he like spins to the side and shoots a guy through the neck. And so it's like a cool ass opening. The shark is like very obviously CG, but it's good enough that like it's cool. I can roll with it because most of these have that, you know. And it kills the fisherman, and it cuts forward to this group of, like it says in the description, friends who are having what they're calling a graduation anniversary party after 3 years, which is, I guess, a cultural difference. We don't do that here. And so one of them is like secretly planning to propose to his girlfriend. Aww. And he keeps like slipping off with this other girl who's like his friend, and she's helping him like set it up and everything. And it almost reads though like it's very melodramatic when it goes, and I think that's also the cultural difference too. It feels like those sort of like Chinese or Korean drama shows on Netflix where it's like super dramatic music cues and stuff like that, and it goes to that for a minute. And dude, right? They have the picture of the shark jumping up behind. The shark is aggressive in this movie. It comes out of the water at him and like jumps at him. It's wild. And
the shark looks like it's got some dino damage, dude. What happened?
Dude, it's all cut up, and that's what I'm saying. It's weird. The way they characterize the shark in this is interesting and weird, because it's like he's all cut up and has like a chain hooked to him and stuff. Like he's been through the shit. But anyway, you go to this melodramatic bit for a while where the woman who's gonna get proposed to, it reads like she thinks the guy's cheating on her with the friend or something, and she's suspicious of it and keeps like catching them together, but really they're just planning her proposal. And so anyway, they start getting attacked by the shark as they jump in the water and do their thing, and the kills are goofy and over the top, but they're satisfying. They're fun. They're what you want, I think, from this movie after you've gotten the setup and everything. And so obviously it ends up with this girl who thought that the boyfriend was cheating on her, and the girl who she thought he was cheating with are the last two, and they have to make it together. And that's the whole back half of the movie, is basically everybody dies off, and it's these two girls trying to make it against this fucking mutant otherworldly feeling shark. And it's fun. It's got fun like sequences where the shark attacks them and they do some crazy shit to try to get away, and it's an enjoyable time. It doesn't reinvent the wheel. It does stuff we've seen before, but it does it in a way where it's going to give you what you want if you're looking for a decent shark movie, I think. So I'd probably go like a 3 or 3.5 on this. I mean, it's not like fucking cinema, you know, but like it's enjoyable.
Damn,
so
dude.
let's say a 3.5. And moving on to the next one, it's the Japanese entry directed by Morihito Inu. I don't know on that one, dude. I was way less confident going into his name. It's called Hot Spring Shark Attack, and the description reads, in a small hot spring town in Japan, a ferocious ancient shark reawakens and begins terrorizing the local hot spring facilities. As the threat escalates, the townspeople band together to protect their beloved town from the menacing predator, leading to a fierce and thrilling battle. I guess I'll start by saying bring friends for this because it is insane. It feels like you took drugs before you watched this movie with everything. The way that the plot develops so rapidly, it's just 0 to 60 as soon as the movie starts. But so it opens with this couple who gets attacked by a shark on a boat, and this guy, the shark comes flying out of the water all shriveled up, and this muscular fucking Japanese guy climbs out of the water and flexes, and this is within the first 60 to 90 seconds of the movie. And then it cuts to this girl who a giant shark pops up and grabs her out of a hot springs tub, and then you get the opening title card. So you know immediately what you're in for. The movie does not take itself seriously in the slightest, and the next attack happens right away with this police chief who's like super kooky and eccentric, and he's at the hot springs. It's funny how they, and I'm sure it's a cultural thing too, of the hot springs are probably a pretty popular thing over there, and it feels like maybe there's even some sort of class structure thing going on here of like the hot springs are like a thing for the wealthier people to enjoy, and that's it. And I don't think I fully understand what they're trying to do with that, just because I don't know the politics behind hot tubs in Japan. But basically, the people they're interviewing, it has a lot of faux news footage, and these people they're interviewing are all they're concerned about is not that there's fucking sharks attacking people. It's that the hot tubs are getting closed. They're like pissed because the hot tubs are getting closed. Meanwhile, these insane shark attacks are happening. Dude, Russell and Oksana watch this with me. So if you guys want to help me here, how do you explain this fucking movie? Puddles start showing up on the ground and the sharks come out of them, and it's amazing. No, it's incredible.
It's Roger Corman. So first off, I should have never agreed to this. It was like midnight. And he's like, yeah, I want to watch a fucking shark. And Evan is he's a reverse person, and he lives at night and sleeps during the day like a vampire with a weed addiction. And I was like, you know what? Fine. We never watch movies, so we threw it on. And it, you know what it is? It's a sci-fi movie made in Japan. That's what it is. It's Roger Corman.
It's like a self-aware sci-fi movie, though, because most of those are played Japanese so culture. Straight.
So the thing is that's very Japanese about it is that the story is like layered, where it's like they're building a building, and then they awaken a shark that's living under the city. And then the shark is actually a different evolution, and the bones are rubbery cartilage, which allows the shark to move through plumbing. So it pops out of people's toilets. It pops out of CG hot springs that are in the sidewalk, like literally on the concrete sidewalk.
The sharks look increasingly like more stupid and goofy.
But yeah, they like never look the same. They're always different.
But they also become practical, and they had like some stop motion and shit. And I was like, I was so out on this movie, and then by the end, it started winning me over. But I'm still like, oh, dude, I don't.
It did not feel like 70 minutes at some like. It
didn't.
Like a full, 90-minute movie at some points.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I loved it. I thought it was fucking amazing, and this guy's nenever made a movie before. This is his debut. Like, imagine just being like, I'm gonna start making movies, and this is where you start. Because I like. Obviously, so I'm doing fucking Shark Month. I like shark movies, and most of them are not great. I would say even more so because, found footage is notorious for having the mountains of movies that aren't great to wade through, but shark fans have it so much worse. There's so many more good found footage movies than there are good shark movies. And I think this is one of the few that kind of take this, because a lot of the sci-fi ones get old. They do the same thing. Like by Sharknado 8, I'm like, all right, I'm out. You're just doing the same shit in 8 movies. But I don't know. This was just a cool take on it that feels more layered and more self-aware, and it's bonkers, batshit insane. I think I'm gonna have to give it 5 stars, dude.
What?
Yeah, wow. I think this is a 5-star movie, dude.
We gotta have an intervention for him. Oh my god, something's happening.
You know who?
Throw this shit on with something like Postal.
Are you on Letterboxd? Are you about to out somebody right now?
Yeah.
Okay, Gossip Queen, who?
Former engineer of the Overlook Hour, Randy.
No, my God.
Gave it 4.
All right. Randy, he's going through a hard time. Shout out Randy Stat. Get help.
Is this movie new? When did it even...
It is. This movie just came... I think it just came out in the United States. I'm not sure how long ago it came out in Japan. Utopia is distributing it. Shout out to them for giving us the screener so that we could get stupid with Shark Month. And this thing delivered, dude. I was so here for it, and it was everything I thought it would be and more. But yeah, it's available on video on demand now. It just had a select theater run. Check around if you want to see it in theaters. Maybe it's still playing at some places. But it's on Amazon. You can rent or buy it. So I definitely recommend it if you're looking for an over-the-top shark movie. Bring drinks and drugs for maximum effect.
All right. So,
and that was
this is streaming on
another
Tubi?
installment of.
Is that what y'all watched this on?
No, it was a screener we got, but it is on video on demand. So just rent or buy right now.
Yeah, Terrell, here's a little bit of insight into American culture. That Chinese movie, you'll probably never hear about it. But because this Hot Spring Shark Attack is Japanese, it's getting screeners. I think it's playing at festivals. It gets love because we love Japan.
Shark Evil, I don't know if I said, though, it is on Tubi. Yeah, the Chinese one is on Tubi.
There you go.
I knew there were Tubi movies. That's what they sounded like. Okay, cool. Nice. So
that means you like them, right?
So Shark, I love Tubi, bitch. I watched 2 or 3 new ones I haven't even talked about on here yet, but I've been having fun.
You should watch these, Terrell. I think you'd have fun with them.
Okay. So,
it's Summer Shark Month.
Oh my God.
And that's been another Summer Shark Month installment, y'all. Stay tuned for 2 more as we tackle different groups of shark movies next week.
Okay. Nice. All right. So moving on, we got Russell. What you got to bring us today, girl? Because you got a call out, bitch.
It's episode 100.
Uh-oh.
So, we got to do something special. And with me, I came in with a great news segment that just blew everybody away with the stinger. And it ultimately was a callback to 2 weeks ago. And this week, I'm going to cover something that's a callback to maybe 3 weeks ago. We could even just call it a month.
So you call it a month.
I'm gonna wrap up my critically acclaimed segment.
Welcome to Carlsville.
The chillogy trilogy.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm having fun over here. I got everybody's already checked out. Oksana's leaving the room.
Oh, no, I'm packing a bowl, dude. I'm locked in.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the shark one took
You're getting
me out,
a bowl.
girl.
No, I'm like, we got the only found footage representative here for the first time spying on us, and he's just seeing the dysfunction.
It's 100 episodes. He's dysfunctional himself.
I'm here to entertain, not the crowd. But I'm here to entertain my friends, whom I love and have done 100 episodes of this with. And Evan's over here like, ooh.
I just stab.
That's the right attitude to have.
Me. What's the other one? You never played it. This is supposed to be the 100th anniversary, bitch.
Okay, we got a request.
There's a lot.
Meat, drink, milk.
And then my favorite, in my house shoes. You didn't play none of the good shit, bitch.
Well, it's hard to crowbar them in.
The episode ain't over yet.
Well,
I know. Yeah, we got a lot of time.
We're gonna do the Goosebumps.
We got a lot of time. Okay,
minutes.
well, you know what? Let me let's start over. Let me reset with my great little sound clip intro. So yeah, we're back with the trilogy finale. Again, I didn't realize people were going to dig covering Goosebumps movies, but I've listened to you. Here's the thing. And let me start with this. If y'all like anything we do, go ahead. Feel free to email us and let us know, and then we can cover more of it. You want to hear Evan cover octopus movies next? Go ahead. Shoot an email. You want Terrell to cover all of the Diddy oil porn that he watches on X? He'll do it.
Oh,
he loves
Puff
it.
Diddy.
Puff Pass.
Stay tuned.
That's true.
They don't know yet.
No, they don't. And that's the real
That's
surprise.
the real surprise, bitch. They don't know.
You know, I did Goosebumps as kind of a cop-out because I didn't have enough time to watch a movie. But if y'all like it, you know, let us know. We'll keep doing it. So by popular demand, I'm bringing back and finishing the conclusion to Chillogy. Again, these are the only episodes from the Goosebumps show that are not based on source material. So there's no book about any of these. And just a little recap. The first episode dealt with Jessica. She's like a cold businesswoman who tried to take advantage of her brother when he was trying to get his mom a present. Then we have Matthew, who is a not so great baseball player. And for the third episode, we have Todd, who's Matthew's little brother, who he just wants to be a winner. And he plays scratchers at the dinner table. It's a very odd little kid. But we left off episode 2 with the cliffhanger. Matthew just got out. He escaped probably what I think is the most interesting episode visually, where his brother's trapped in this like strange, surreal baseball game. And where Carl actually gets to do something in this show. In the first one, he's kind of like a genie in the background and he's a mystery. In 2, he's kind of like a not so fun Beetlejuice. Like I think he's pretty good. But in this one, unfortunately, he's just kind of a generic villain. And he's tricked Todd into coming into Carlsville to become basically to cash in on his sweepstakes winning. So Todd comes in and he's greeted by a parade. And they throw him in a car and they're like, Todd, you're the winner. And he's like, what did I win? And he's like, well, let's go to the warehouse and find out. Spoiler alert. Todd wins eternal life, maybe? They're going to turn him into
I was going to say, Todd's on a fucking milk carton now, dude.
Yeah, exactly. He would be on a milk carton, but also they're going to turn him into a toy. And they have a giant sci-fi laser that's going to just zap him. And we know this because now Carl, like I mentioned earlier, he's turned into the classic villain who has an exposition dump, who basically explains all his motivation the whole time. Except he doesn't really. He just kind of shows what the laser can do, and he turns a bowl of fruit into a plastic bowl of fruit, which almost feels like they're justifying the creation of the odd thing that is a plastic bowl of fruit. Like, this is where all toys come from, is like a mini laser in Carlsville. And that's kind of what I spent a lot of time thinking about. It's like, what are we doing here? In episode 1, it ultimately was a economics lesson, like how to do good business, like keep morals in there, don't take advantage of people, be ethical. In 2, it's kind of about like, hey, as a kid, you probably have big dreams and coming to terms with maybe, you know, you're not cut out for that. Like maybe you won't be an astronaut. And in 3, it's like, oh, they abducted a little boy. And I think this story's pretty much still about Jessica and Matthew and them coming together and trying to save a little brother. And who maybe doesn't have the tools to navigate a Carlsville, which is like a weird metaphor for like real life. So they get in there, they figure out that they can get back the way Jessica did. They pick up the phone and they go down. They find the confetti and they basically go to a warehouse where Todd is tied to a villain. You know, all these villains have these like metal beds that you get tied to, and then you get victimized by whatever torture device. And unfortunately, they were rushing a little bit and they forgot to let Todd pick what color he wanted to be. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Is it racist?
No, I think they're talking about his shirt or something. They're like, oh, yeah, did you want to be like blue or yellow or green? And they have like this little filter. And it's kind of the first time that we get the comedy that was kind of all throughout the other episodes. But this one's like the heavy climax. Anyway, they break in, they sabotage a machine by cutting some cords, and then they're running. And they run to the phone booth, how Jessica got out the first time. But Carl's there. He's like, nope, not going to work. And they're like, what do we do? Well, let's go to home plate. That's how Matthew got back last time. So they run there. He teleports on home. Ain't gonna work. And then we're introduced to ultimately what I think this episode's message might be. I've looked all over the internet. Nobody really pontificates on these Goosebumps episodes, so it's kind of fun. This is what I like to do. I like to give a serious thought to shit that is just too lowbrow for anybody else.
No, I get it. Yeah, you get excited about it because nobody's
I'm
talking
here.
about it. That's how I feel when like I go to list a key on the Tarkov market. Nobody's got it listed, and I get more money for it.
Thank you.
Thank
you for the jab. You know, it's episode 100. We're supposed to be friends, and you just sneak in that opportunity to catch me right on the jaw. Thanks, Evan. Now, they're doomed. And they're like, what the fuck do we do? We're trapped. Now the whole town is there. They're trying to get him, and Carl's standing on home plate like, what are you going to do? Actually, he says,
Carlsville.
Then we cut to mom and dad. And they're having their own little Abbott and Costello routine as mom is in the bedroom. So first they're eating, and they're like, hey, where are the kids? They're upstairs playing with the model. Now, we don't visit them for a little bit until this moment. We go back. Now, mom's vacuuming the room that she just told the dad that the kids were playing in, but they're clearly not in there. So we join them as dad opens the door. And here, I got a little clip for you.
What happened to the kids?
What, dear?
I said, what happened to the kids?
What?
So
this sounds like a terrible circular saw incident just happened.
Exactly. I knew coming in, I'm like, okay, the clip I'm pulling is basically the most annoying sound you find in a home. It's a loud vacuum. And it's two parents trying to communicate over said vacuum noise. It's unfortunate that Oksana had to walk away because I was really looking forward to acting out our own little skit, as this happens regularly, where somebody will be doing dishes and you're trying to talk to them. And it's like, why don't you just turn the water off? Like, can we just I'm asking you one question. Well, like all these conversations, it continues.
Honey, look at what you're doing.
Oh, dear.
Oh, where did you kids come from?
The vacuum.
Now, yeah, so they're vacuuming, and the mom's distracted with the argument she's having. And she doesn't realize the vacuum hovers over Carlsville, and it sucks up all of the villagers, and it starts pulling everybody out except for the kids who grab onto the chain link fence. And they're like, oh, it's mom. She doesn't know she's doing it. And they're like, this might be our only opportunity to leave, which is a bold choice. I don't know if I would do that. And they have a little conversation where he's like, dude, if this doesn't work, we're going to be trapped in a vacuum with dust bunnies. Like that's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, like terror, which that movie kind of turns it into fun. And I know they made a video game out of it because it does seem like an adventure. This oddly felt a little bit too realistic. I mean, episode 1 was about economics. Like, there ain't going to be nothing fun in that vacuum. But they're like, well, fuck it. It's the only thing we can do. So they let go and they get sucked up. And thankfully, the parents, their conversation reached a climax. So she turns off the vacuum right as they're being pulled out. And this is the thing that I loved. Every time a 90s TV show like Saved by the Bell, or think of any kind of like based in reality, but they have some element of like surrealism. Whenever the kids do something special or supernatural, nobody's ever there to be witness. And then, you usually end up with like, oh, I take a bottle cap out of my pocket, and this is proof that it really happened, even though nobody will ever believe me. Well, in this one, the parents are right there. And I literally, in that clip I just played, they're like, where did you guys come from? As they just grow out of this model that just got tipped over the table and broken. And they're like, who cares? Get out of my room. And they push the parents out, and they're like, okay, I guess we shouldn't have been in there vacuuming anyway. And then they have their own little meeting. They're like, get everything from this model and let's burn it. Which is oddly a very practical choice. They're not running.
My uncle did the same thing with the Ouija board. When
wait, really?
Yeah, no, for real. My Uncle Wayne, they had a Ouija board that like was doing crazy shit, and they ended up having to burn it.
Uncle Wayne?
Wait, hold on. Your uncle had a Ouija board that was doing crazy shit, so they burned.
I mean, I was trying to keep a long story short, but yeah, he lived in New York at the time, and they were like doing. This girl lived in the upper floor of the barn where they were like doing their horse shit at. And when
wait, hold on. Even in New York, they're in a barn. Your family can't get a house.
This barn is like I say barn. It's not like our barns down here. This thing was like a multi-million-dollar, like complex that he was at.
Sick brag.
When I think of a barn, it's like on a zoo, so I'm confused.
Like old McDonald's,
I'm so confused.
This is where in New York where they had the rich people live in New York. They had like fucking a nice arena and shit, and there was like an apartment above the barn for whoever was like the caretaker of the place, and this girl was living there, and my Uncle Wayne was like showing horses and doing like dressage at the time. And so they would do a Ouija board up in her apartment, and it would like, they had all kinds of this thing would talk to them, and like it knew shit about them that like they would ask it things, and it would know stuff about their past and everything. And like, it would tell them, they would ask it questions about the future, and it would tell them, and they ask it simple things that like they could, see happen or prove, and like the things would happen. Well, eventually this woman said that like she would hear shit at night, and it started getting weird around there. And then one night she woke up, and there was a fucking figure like in the door of her closet saying, "Come to me," like telling her to come to the fucking.
Girl, she had a sex dream. That's all that was.
And
that was
so
that is true. I did hear.
There's a lot more things too, but they can
actually.
A wet dream.
That's what she had. A wet dream. You lying? I believe in that stuff, but she didn't see no damn figure.
And it started. They'd ask it its name, and it'd say like AZ or something. And they I guess that was some sort of fucking like.
Well,
demon
did she get bodied by the ghost?
Oh, dude.
No, at some point they were doing the Ouija board, and the thing literally told them, "Bad, burn me." And so they think that like a good spirit was trying to like save their ass.
What?
Yeah, that's his theory. I don't know. And they burned it. And when they went to go burn it, he went to flick the lighter, and the lighter exploded in his hand. They had to get a second lighter to light the thing.
What the?
I mean, he told me this story. I don't know.
The Goosebumps story, I will say that. But this is crazy.
Oh, well, you know what?
That's dumb. They're dumb.
Now, here's the thing. Evan, you made a movie called Florida Man about a ghost story where something knocked on your window. Meanwhile, you had an upper New York high-end barn with a girl upstairs playing with the Ouija board.
No, this was way before
dreams,
me.
Lighters exploding, the planchettes raping her in the night.
Yeah.
And
how much money that would have cost?
In Florida.
Y'all been a better movie.
I don't have the money. I can still make
yes,
that.
You
but I don't have the money.
You don't have that much money to make that ghost story, Wet Dreams.
I don't have that barn. I don't have the he doesn't. That was years ago. It's way before me when he was up there.
It could be
doing
your
all
shed.
That. Those
it ain't gotta be a barn.
Don't even know who the fuck I am.
No, that dude, way more production value. Come on. Then you can make a part 2. You could be like the new Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that was his story. This is my story. In Florida.
His story was interesting.
So.
Well, back to my story. Actually,
it's
not even R.L. Stein's story. Here's the thing.
It's not R.L. Stein, right? It's not based on a book.
That's what I said. You know what? Oh, my God.
It is R.L. Stein's Goosebumps.
OnlyFoundFootageFans, you there? Can we get this guy to just shoot Evan right now?
No.
I've decided. He went 100 episodes. It's more than me and Terrell thought that he would be on. So we could take him out. We could get a new one. Okay. So, yeah, you know what? Terrell's mentioned it a couple of times. I do agree. I think this is the worst one of this trilogy.
So
it's kind of the one that you just had to have. It's the finale. It's whatever. What happens is what you thought would happen. They get out of there. They deal with the thing. Ultimately, what I like taking away from this is trying to reverse engineer what was going on. Like, why did they make this movie? Or this show? Like, what? Like, they had an opportunity to do something on their own. Like, everything else had source material that they had to be true to, and they chose to have an economic lesson and a hard reality, and like maybe your dreams won't come true, and then something about like your younger brother who is getting kind of ignored here goes off to do a thing, and you got to save him, and ultimately the parents are the saviors, and they're not even aware of it. They're just doing their thing, taking care of their kids, cleaning their room, and they come through in the end. So ultimately, as far as like a genre thing, this story is kind of like a weird genie story where you rub the lamp, but instead of the genie coming out, you come in, and it kind of creates its own little world for you, but not like a fun world. It's kind of like a monkey paw world where your wish is like a lesson. It's like happening the wrong way. So it's just a bad deal all around. There's also like this theme of materialism, like from both ends, from like companies objectifying kids. Like literally at the end of this, Todd is being turned into a toy. Like all they care about is getting him and making him a fan. And, you know, growing up in the 90s, everything was about that toy market. Every show we watched, Power Rangers, Transformers, Ninja Turtles.
Power Rangers, like, yes.
All those rated R horror movies, they had fucking toys. And that's what they were doing. They weren't thinking about it. They didn't care if we watched RoboCop or not. They just knew we'd buy that damn toy. And I feel like you got to remember in the 90s, that's what was going on. So there's kind of this stark message in here that you really have to sit down and think about, which by the end of this trilogy, I don't know if you really want to put that kind of energy into
show,
it.
Girl. They don't need to be thinking about
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, adults are making it. So if I was going to tie this into cinema, I would say, here's my highbrow take, that they're kind of harking back to 1955 with All That Heaven Remains, for all my Douglas Sirk fans out there. He had again, I know I've talked about this before on other shows, but Douglas Sirk was a director back when directing was part of an assembly line where you'd work like for RKO and you just directed. You didn't pick what movie, you didn't do what.
Right.
Yep. And he did a thing, Terrell, called Weepies, which were movies that were made for women, particularly housewives. Yeah. And the thing is, he didn't want to do that, but he did. And he got, you know, that's what he did. He became the weepy guy. And in his movie, All That Heaven Allows, at the very end of the movie, they're living in a cabin, kind of like where Evan's family was playing with the Ouija board. It feels like Upper New York. It's snowing, and they open this beautiful giant window. It's like the window is the whole side of the building, and they're out in the wilderness, and you're just greeted with what feels like a mall storefront. It's like a plastic deer. There's a fake bird. The snow looks fake as can be. And everybody who saw that movie is like, what the fuck is this? Like, why did they do that? And years later, when colleges started looking at film like critically, they're like, that was a cry for help. He wanted out of here. And he was saying this whole movie that I was forced to make, it's fake. He was making a Hallmark card. And I feel a little bit of that here. Like, these kids are dealing with this faux model town, and they have real problems. Like, they have a very predatory adult who the not as funny Beetlejuice kind of fucking with them, and they figure it out until, you know, they have to fall back on what their parents did for them. I kind of like it. I feel like I breathed a little bit more life than it deserved into it, but it's fun. I don't know. A couple of other fun facts. Oksana's not here. This originally aired on May 9th, her birthday. I think she would have appreciated that. And also, Terrell, this one's for you. It was shot in Toronto on Trinity Street, the same place they shot Friday the 13th, the TV show. I know Terrell's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, I never finished really watched. I had the DVD box set, but I never really watched that show. But I mean, that's cool. I wish you would have talked about the one that me, you, and we all watched together called The Ghastly Grinner. That was a better Goosebumps story or whatever.
Well,
that was great.
Terrell,
The Ghastly
since
Grinner.
we're wrapping up Goosebumps, I was thinking, while, the Goosebumps train never stopped here in the house, even though we weren't recording any. And we actually kind of played through all of the show. And then the baby boy Cliff started wanting to watch only Slappy episodes. So I think we rotated them for like 2 weeks. Thankfully, there's 3 different ones. So we just kept it going. But after, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a shot here. And maybe we could pivot into something else. And we did. There you go, Cliff. I had to give him a plug. He walks around the house, and this is what we hear all the time.
The ghastly grinner.
Yeah.
He just talks about the ghastly
That's what he
grinner.
said to me, and I was like, "What the hell is the ghastly grinner?" Then y'all showed me. It was nice. It was a cool.
Dude, I liked
kind of scary too. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
I just wish the kids, they had a black kid in the gang. I thought they had one when I was younger. I thought I used to watch this and there was one black guy. But you can click that "Is it racist" button because they were all very clear around this campfire.
Is it racist?
Yeah, because they had no people of color.
Terrell, they're hard. Your kind is harder to find up north in America's Canada.
Well, I thought old school shows that had at least one. Power Rangers did it.
Oh, the 90s was all about that. And we'll get there. But what I wanted to throw out here is I
like how you put Cliff at the end of that song.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm doing it live.
And I'm doing it for my daughter.
I'm mixing
energy,
live, dude.
You know?
You know, I'm practically a DJ over here. I got 8 monitors around me. But, again, I want to tee this up. If people want to hear Are You Afraid of the Dark or Goosebumps, fuck it. It's a request line.
You should do Ghastly
I'm
Grinner.
going to riff it every week, but again, we do have an email. I believe it's footageforeplay@gmail.com. Email us, let us know. We're receptive. We like to hear from y'all. But yeah, I'm very down to talk about it. And just on that note, the stark contrast of Are You Afraid of the Dark from Goosebumps is immediately I started to notice a bunch of things I'd never noticed from TV shows, like, oh, this girl got choked by this clown. That is not a thing that happened in Goosebumps. Kids do not get hurt. There's never any contact, right? They're never physically in danger. It's always like implied scariness or like a moral lesson. But in Are You Afraid of the Dark, they're straight up like, oh, we're going to get killed. This guy in the cabin is going to hurt us. The ghastly grinner just picked this girl up by her throat and picked her up over a comic book rack. Like, I gave Oksana a look. I'm like, oh no, do we have to change this? And unfortunately, Cliff, he fell in love with the ghastly grinner. So yeah, I don't know. Stay tuned. I don't know.
I've never seen that show. So
tight.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? So
yeah.
I'm excited to hear more about it.
Okay. Well, if we choose to do that, we'll talk about it. But yeah, I'm done.
I must have been watching like Dragon Ball Z instead or something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we believe that.
Right.
We know what you were doing.
I just dabbed.
Oh, that was too young, but subconsciously, it was probably
back in your meth days.
Pre-meth too, actually.
All right. All righty. That's it for you, Russ. You didn't give a rating to that trilogy.
I promise. Oh, the trilogy. Oh man, I hate to purge my purger. What's the word? Help me.
Right.
Help me.
I don't know. That's a weird word you're starting with.
Purgerize?
I hate to purgerize my. Is that right? It feels wrong.
It feels very wrong.
Okay, I'm there. What do Evan?
I'm trying to turn to the internet. It takes a second.
Put some typing noise in here. He's trying to figure out the word.
I'm about to get started because y'all doing too much. So
I don't know.
I don't want to
just
put myself in perjury. Maybe that's
the trilogy. You know, the whole thing. I'm going to give it a 4.
Ooh,
but individually, I think this one I give it a 3. There you go.
Okay, yeah, they work together to form a better whole. I get it.
Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet so we can move on. But I watched 2 movies this past weekend, and I'm gonna start off with Superman 2025. The new James Gunn directed feature film. It's about Superman, a journalist in Metropolis, embarks on a journey to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his human
comic books and fuck.
Basically, I'm not a Superman fan, girl. I'm a Batman kid for life. I had like 3 Batman parties as a kid, and Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. I was that boy. And Superman just seemed too OP for me. He's kind of boring. He's just this tall, dark, and handsome man with curly things. And he puts on glasses and think that people don't know that he looked like the same Superman. It's just weird to me. And then you got Lois Lane, who's a stuck-up bitch. And then you got Jimmy Olsen, who was just like riding her coattails. And I'm just like, these people are confusing. And then he only has one villain, Lex Luthor. Like, do you have any memorable villains from Superman? No. Batman has a lot of great villains. Anyways, that's why I didn't like Superman. Superman was boring to me. So going into this movie, I had extremely low expectations. I saw it opening night with a whole crowd of people, girl. Everybody and their mama was watching Superman. And I I like James Gunn's like Guardians of the Galaxy movies, so I was excited for this one. And I will say, long story short, this movie made me a Superman fan. This was great.
Hell yeah.
It had way too many fucking characters, so I'm like, how the hell are they gonna do this? They had Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific, they had the Crypto Dog, they had
did you say Hawk to a girl?
Hawk Girl. You're just trying to be funny. Anyways,
I bought a lot of the coin. I was excited.
This movie is very comedic. It has all that comedic flair you get like with the Guardians movies and shit. It's funny, has great action. I think this would have been great in 40X, the way he flying all around and shit. But basically, he's just this. It doesn't give you any like. It doesn't restart the story like, oh, he crashed and we see the Smallville story all over again. We don't see that. He's already established as Superman. There's no origin. And he's working at Daily Planet, all the same shit. But you have little Easter egg things around there and a lot of like stuff that's setting up for this new reboot to the DC universe of films. So, so he's just going around and he wants to help people because of on his little Kryptonian island, he had this message from his mother and father who told them, oh yeah, go to the world. You're going to be their new savior. Protect them. They need you. Right. So he listens to that to calm down every time he, gets upset because the movie opens up with him losing his first battle ever. Like it's all over the news that Superman lost this fight against this monster looking thing. And, so the ending of the family's message is cut off. So he never heard the ending of it. And it becomes a big thing later when Lex Luthor storms his little thing and steals the footage and creeps it together. And you find out his parents weren't wanting him to be the savior that he thought he was. But it's the story of, well, I'm this type of man. I can't be evil. Because basically what the parents wanted him to do is to go impregnate a bunch of women to regrow the Kryptonian lifestyle again. Basically, he's over a metahuman alien guy, and their planet got destroyed. So they using him he wanted him to go have many, many wives and get, rebuild basically. And he's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to terrorize this. This movie has an underlying message about immigrants, I will say. They do have that. So if y'all are here for the wokeness, it's there. But it's a lot of comedy. I love the dog, the Crypto Dog. And that dog is basically, I still love the dog, but the dog is basically Evan in a feline body. And because it be chasing little squirrels, girl. My girl, yes, my girl Bush made an appearance. There's a lot of bushes. Yes. So, the movie opens up
women can get wet too.
Yeah, because the dog, to get his attention.
# bring back the bush.
To get his attention, you had to get squirrels. So squirrels made an appearance, and when I watched it, I was cracking up. Probably the only person laughing, but it was because of inside jokes. Andy looked at me all like, "Why are you laughing?" It was funny because the squirrels.
I forget what we went to see, but they had the trailer for Superman play before it when I had Ellie with me at the theater, and the trailer was like Crypto dragging Superman through the snow, and she was cracking the fuck up.
That's the beginning. Because
she was way into it.
Because the dog, he don't know no better. He a bad dog. And he learned later there's a secret to who his owner is. But I can't say because it's at the end of the movie. It's supposed to be a surprise for the next feature. But anyways, Mr. Terrific was a star in this. I loved him. He's just the smart guy with these little balls that like shoot shit out. I don't know. He was great. I didn't know who Mr.
You like little balls?
But I like the little balls.
Very forthcoming.
Yep. And then he had Hawk Girl and Green Lantern. Green Lantern was Nathan Fillion. He played in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Nathan Fillion.
As Caleb, season 7, and he was also in Firefly and various other things. But he was in it. He was great. He was fantastic. This movie is amazing. Lots of action. Lex Luthor's a dick. He got paid $2 million to do this. I couldn't believe it. I looked into this movie that the guy who plays Lex Luthor, he got paid $2 million for this feature, and Superman only got paid like $750K. I was like, how Superman got to wear that tight suit and do all this action? Lex Luthor just stood and talked to a camera the whole time, and he got paid more money. I was confused, but I guess because he's on. Big actors like this Lois Lane bitch too. Her, I like the selfie girl. That is basically me in a female body. This bitch kept taking pictures, and she was so fun. Little white girl. They have a picture of her on here. Y'all can click too. But she is obsessed with Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen, I don't know how he gets so much pussy, but in this movie, all the women like him. He ain't even cute. Pull up his picture. Jimmy Olsen in this movie is not cute. And they're thinking of doing a spinoff with him, but all the ladies, they basements be flooding for this man. It is like, I guess it's a running joke. And the hottest girl in the entire movie is just infatuated with this ugly man. But I was confused, but I think she saved the world in this movie. I will say.
What is he? 57th Bill?
When you watch the movie, Superman didn't save the world. That bitch did. fight me. When y'all watch it, that bitch saved the world. Anyway, so I liked it. 5 stars easily. I was so happy in this movie. It has 2 end credits, so if y'all gonna sit in your seats to watch these 2 credits, they don't play any part of like what's coming next, but they have like 2 little comedic moments that add to the story, if that makes sense. I liked it. I don't want to spoil too much more, but I think y'all should go watch it.
Hell yeah.
Do you think I'd like it, Terrell?
Yep, it was good.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I liked it. Do you like Superman? I'm not a Superman fan, but I had a great experience in this movie. I laughed. The whole theater was cheering. It was great. Oh, there's a haijuku thing. What is it called, haijuku? What do y'all like that look like that grow up to be like a little, what the fuck is the terms y'all always use, this stupid terms?
Uh-oh, Terrell.
The alien terms.
Is it racist?
No, the alien terms. You know, where it's like a little green thing? It's gonna come to me later.
What?
You guys like aliens? No.
A humanoid?
No.
A gremlin?
A gray?
No, it's a thing. It turned big. It's like sci-fi. Anyway,
an animorph. An
okay,
animorph.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna do it. So, anyways, that monster was pretty intense. I couldn't think of the term.
The monster cock?
Because you guys be talking about these all the time. Because you guys like H.P. Lovecraft. There you go. Those type of things.
Oh, Cthulhu.
Yeah. Oh, well, that wasn't the
like,
name, so maybe it's
like
wrong.
Cthulhu,
but it was like something like that. Y'all gotta watch the movie. I liked it. 5 stars. Moving on. So I did double feature right when this movie ended, girl. We had a double features. This was like at 5:30, at 8 o'clock. The shit ended right on the dot. I had to run across the theater to go see Skill House. This had like a only 1 day and a half screening, 2-day screening, because it was supposed to be just Friday, but they had a screening for Thursday. So bitch, I went to go watch Skill House. So this had I went from a packed theater to a not so packed theater, girl. So in this one, there was like maybe like 7 people in the theater. I had 2 walkouts, 2 people left.
Damn,
not come back.
love it.
But I will say there was a guy over here sitting by himself. I think he was on the lower end of the spectrum. You had one guy that walked in, and I should not have done this. He walked in staring. He could have like, I'm gonna take a picture with last on just staring. Girl, he took a tumble. He pulled an Oksana. He fell right in front, dropped all his popcorn. And bitch, what did I do? I laughed. Bitch, yes, I did. He took a tumble. So that's what you get for staring. Don't be staring at people, bitch. That's why you took a tumble and you fell and split your popcorn, bitch. Anyways, that was weird.
Damn.
That was my experience. Plus, I went into this movie with even more tea. I didn't know this movie has 50 Cent in it, right? And I'm gonna get into the review, but 50 Cent is all throughout this movie in a way, right? And basically, he tried to stop this movie from being put out, bitch. He didn't get paid for it. His son is in this movie. He didn't get paid. And they use his likeness, his name, his real name, his house, bitch. And girl, let's pull up the receipts. He tried to threaten to get this movie revoked. This was not supposed to hit theaters. And he lost the lawsuit, bitch. Look, he lost it. Girl. The judge denied his request for a preliminary injunction on July 3rd, allowing the movie to proceed towards the scheduled July 11th premiere. Could y'all believe it? He didn't want this movie to see the light of day. So I knew I had to go get my fat ass in the seat and watch it. So let's get into it. So the movie is called Skill House. And bitch, it's my kind of movie. It is about... So it says, a dark satire of social media and influencer culture, unflinching take on the fame of what new celebrities are willing to do to attain it. That's a weird synopsis, but I'm gonna just tell you what this shit is. So this is from the creators, the makers, the writers of Saw. So, and it's an influencer horror. So for one, I thought it was gonna be in-world camera. 2, I was hoping it was, but when I saw some clips from the trailers, it wasn't. And I wanted some cool kills and like a Saw type of movie. I got a little bit of all that. This movie is not a great movie. This movie is not like, oh god, this movie's gonna, like, it's not. It's not gonna get hella sequels. But I fucking loved it. I was in there laughing. I was cringing. People walked out, but bitch, I like this. So I think Russ and Oksana, if you see me, y'all would have had a good time with me too. I wish I had a beer.
Yeah.
I wish I had a shot, and I wish I could go watch it again, but it's gone. So this movie it opens up with this prissy girl. Russell would have loved her. He likes the bitchy white girls. And she's just like, oh my God, get my lighting right. Like, she's like, because her brother's trying to record her. And it's like, she's not getting her right. She has to redo it all the time. And she's on an airplane. She's like, I'm in my PJ, my private jet. And you learn This bitch ain't in a PJ. They're on a set of like a movie thing, and it's like half of an airplane. And they have it closed off to make it look like.
Jet.
So it shows you how influencers are. Like they're not all what you think you see on TV or on their social media. It's like, bitch, they lying, but they're trying to. She's trying to keep it up the momentum for her followers, right? And the brother, I guess he's like a fuck up. We learn, and basically this guy pops out on the movie set, knocks him out, and then chases her. She has a little chase scene, and then she gets kidnapped. And then you get the Saw scene at the beginning. This is the opening, and she's sitting there with her arms behind her back. She's like, "Oh my god, my lighting." And like you have like the killer talking to his Billy the Puppet voice, his Jigsaw voice, and he's like, "How many likes can you get?" And then there's this app called Triller. So Triller is an app where people can go watch these, like, I guess these influencers or these people that this killer made get tortured and killed, right? So they're on the Triller app, and all the people are watching. And it's funny because the way this movie does it, it just gets random people looking at a phone making different faces, basically, and they put that throughout the movie as they're watching. It's kind of funny. Like, there's just hella random people. And basically, this girl, she failed. She couldn't get out. Basically, she had to dip and dodge some knives. So you had a little knife on, like, the little things, the fans you have over you that turn in the circle. I don't know what those
damn flesh games.
And basically, yeah, like just like that, but there's a knife, a sword on it, right? So she has to. Her game is to, if she could dodge all these weapons, she could survive, right? So she's trying to dodge the sword. She does it, right?
Damn,
and then behind her is an axe, so she has to lean up and down like this to not get like hit. And she does it. She breaks the chair. She falls down. She's like, "Oh my god, I won, bitch!" And there's this whole thing that falls.
Yet another person ripping David Dawson off.
She dies, basically. I don't know why he cut me off. But anyway, she gets killed, and it's very gory, and it's amazing. And then a year goes by, and everyone blames the brother. They're like, "Oh, he loses so many followers because the sister died. He was there knocked out." And there's like all these people doing TikToks of him, of like pretending to be the brother laying on the ground while her sister's getting brutally murdered. And like, he had to have something to do with it. He just laid there and didn't do anything. So he lost all these followers. So he's on, like, he's depressed. He has all these pizza boxes everywhere. He's like this little pretty boy. I don't know. He's the one that used the 50 cent shit and didn't give him his money. So anyways, they get as the movie progresses, you have all these people watching this app, and there's other people that die, whatever, and the Triller killer is what they call him, is back. But this time the Triller killer kidnaps 10 influencers from TikTok and all social medias, and he puts them in a house, and he locks all the doors, and they have to wear this necklace with this little thing on it, like a camera. It's so cool. This could have been a great found footage movie. They all wear a necklace with a camera on it, bitch. And they all have to go around the house, and they have to do videos and TikToks, and whoever gets the most likes makes it to the next stage. But it turns into a dial drama because the less likes that you get, bitch, you die. So there's gonna be 10 challenges, 10 people die, there's only one winner. Girl, this is my kind of movie. So I was locked in. They had everybody. You had all these kind of TikTokers. You had like the one about food, you had the video game person, you had the one that smashes things a lot. You had the little pretty girl, the OnlyFans girl. There's some tits in this movie. And you got the old girl, Sarah Pipes is in this. I love her. She was in the Tubi movie I reviewed. And she was also in a couple horror films. I can't think right now. But she was like the old girl, but she was strategic. She was building alliances with these fuckers. She was down to kill to get to this final end with this movie, bitch. Loved her in this. She played Ruben or something. She was my favorite character in this movie, period. So I'm getting excited. I like this movie a lot. I just liked how it went on. Like, you had like the butch girl. You had the dude from Teen Beach movie. People like him. I don't really know who he is. I never watched that on Disney Channel. But basically, they all live in this house, and they all are trying to come up with strategies to get rid of people. And there's 3 big rules, I believe. You can't ever leave the house. If you go past these little green markers, you with horrible CGI, you get the little thing on your neck, like, pops your head off, because it happened twice, because these people tried to leave and the heads got drilled into and they're popped off with blood everywhere. You're the token gay guy. That's him. He was funny as hell. The little gay guy, he made it kind of far in this. And you had the token black dude. Yep, he made it far. Anyways, this is also
those guys are straight.
At the whole movie, I thought they were gonna hook up with this gay guy. A couple of these white boys, I did. I was like, they about to fuck. I could tell. Anyways, but as the movie goes, they're all like, some of them like come up with plans like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do any content. But everyone's watching, and they're all watching. The whole internet, though, is taking over the internet by storm. People don't like influencers no more, I guess. So this girl right here. So basically, you got to pay attention because this is almost like a Scream movie because somebody living in this house could be involved and maybe is the killer. You guys seen the killer as you went through. So there's possibly multiple killers in this. This is great. I loved it. It had it's a dial drama. They had some cool gore, cool kills. It's influencer horror, which I love. It could have almost been hybrid, but there's not enough in-world camera like stuff going on besides them in front of the camera like posing and taking this shit off and like trying to get as much likes as they can. Because there was like a whole battle with this one girl taking off her clothes and cutting off her skin to get more likes. And she was like really ripping the skin off her face to see all her bones. It was so good and bad at the same time. But basically, she almost won, but then there was a thing. Girl, I'm just going to spoil this part. This girl was about to win and be the final person, right? One of the final people, actually. This is like top 3. And she pulled off skin. She's like, this is what you guys want. She's like stabbing herself, all this blood and gore. And then guess what happened, girl, on the internet? Your video was deleted due to obscene pictures or obscene because she was harming herself on video on Instagram or TikTok. So they canceled her video. So she lost all those likes and it went to the opposite person. Yes, it was stuff like that happened multiple times. Let's get the 50 Cent. So 50 Cent.
Yeah, look at his face right here in this picture. You can see it. He's just wearing, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, so basically when the characters were getting kidnapped, I think it was him, but he's the face on the Triller Killer app. So on the Triller Killer app, you have like an OnlyFoundFootageFans representative type of person, right? They have this ugly mask and they talk like that, right? So you have that going on, but the face to the fans, because that's the face you get. You get OnlyFoundFootageFans is attacking this group of 10 people. Yep. But 50 Cent is the face you see when you're watching it, like if it was us watching Triller TV. And 50 Cent's like, hey, it's your boy 50, you know, and they say 50 a lot, and I cringe. Like that white girl that was
should have been Diddy.
50. She's like, it's 50 Cent. It's 50 Cent. Girl, this movie is a comedy, and I wish y'all came to watch it with me. This was so good. I gave it 4 stars. I should have gave it 5, bitch. But I had some thoughts on the ending. I think that's what happened. But I can't say that. But I liked it. Oh, you saw the fight? They showing too much. Yeah, that girl, the battle was hella good.
Welcome to Netflix marketing.
I know.
They show you the whole movie.
They all woke up like in a Saw movie too. They all woke up in body bags. Like, where are we?
They stay woke.
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
I donated to BLM.
Can you look at who wrote this? Is it Stolberg?
Yeah, Josh Stolberg worked on this.
Okay, yeah.
Y'all don't like him?
I was just curious.
That guy
I just was curious if it was him.
Got it. But anyways,
no, Terrell,
they look like they got those fucking, like you can't steal them from the store tags on their neck.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I put this back on because in the trailer they actually show the 50 Cent like portion right here.
Oh yeah, there it is. He's the face of it. And the thing is, in the movie, they kind of do him dirty in the movie too. But to see on the flip side that he didn't get paid for his services, he's like, well, you know how he is with the internet. Like he be going for people. Yeah. So now this Bryce guy better watch out because he lost, and this movie did get released. So now he probably gonna be on this boy Nick. So I can't wait to see what happens next.
Shit!
So we continue. I'm gonna have a news report of my own. Anyways, I feel like I talked too much. Y'all probably got bored.
No, you're good.
But I love this movie, and I can't wait to get it on Blu-ray. It better get a release. Period.
Is it coming to VOD too?
I hope so. Do you want to watch it?
Of course, everything does.
Yeah.
Look at that influencer girl. She's like, oh, that's the part where they clocked her because they were like, I thought we weren't gonna record. And she's like, I need to live. That's that bitch. Yeah, look at her.
What a wasted opportunity.
Pouring out the body oil. I'm telling you, they should have used Diddy in this, man, instead of 50 Cent. His face is so much scarier.
This shows a lot. Y'all don't need to watch this trailer. It's showing too much.
All right.
Anyways.
Let's kill it.
And what was it? Oksana, it is a missed opportunity because this could have been in-world camera found footage and we should have showed it at F9, bitch.
Especially if they already have something that you could say is a camera on each person. Like
there was. It was in the neck with the little circle thing. Yep. And there was cameras in the house because he had to watch them the whole time. And then I love the little scream reveal. And they have the little moment. Yeah, I don't want to say who the killers are, but y'all got to see it. It's good. I had fun. Period. Justice for Ruben.
Tight.
All right, y'all. That
sounds
was it.
Cool.
Yeah, I liked it. All right, so I guess that's it for this episode, y'all. Episode 100!
Yeah.
Is that a pussy?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Coon will return.
Yes.
I will have my comeback.
Yeah,
I will return.
Did his voice change when through puberty?
I know, he's been
No, he's
smoking
coon.
cigars or something.
He's coon. He's always sounded like this. It's coon.
No, he did not. He didn't sound like that.
He did. Go rewind the fucking tape.
You sound stupid. All right, on that end, thank you for listening to our 100 episodes of Our Crazy Asses. This was fun, and we'll see y'all for the next episode. Bye.
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 Love y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye,
y'all.
Thanks for listening to Footage Foreplay. If you enjoy the show, please consider leaving a review, sharing it with a friend, or simply hitting like. These small gestures are a great free way to support this mayhem, and if you find some footage we should be fondling, email us at footageforeplay@gmail.com. Check back every Tuesday and Thursday for new episodes, and remember, don't skip the foreplay.